and see what he can see here on this Jarvan.
Oh, BDD has to watch out.
Uh-oh, BDD, really rough spot for him as now he's gonna flash. The follow flash comes in, but the stun is there. And now they don't quite have the damage on a BDD. Here's Cuz getting a ton of damage done with the Conqueror, and that is just first blood given over to BDD. Not an easy target to hit.
Yeah, the movement speed, the shield helping, and Cuz is looking.
Yeah, flash comes in, there's the stun. Chovy very low, trying to trade back on a BDD, but there's nowhere for him to go. The heal is there,
oh, the flash
on the Cataclysm gets him out just barely. Because meanwhile, we got Duro trying to kill BDD, but TP is coming in. And I think Duro is just dead in this one. Lands the stun, and it just doesn't matter. A second kill here for...
And then just a flash combo.
Oh, here we go again.
Whoa.
This time it's Ruler, and the Magical Journey's there, but it's just going to be another one, and make it two! A double kill for Duckdom already!
Trying for KT, I kind of feel a little bit rough because it is that Chemtech Soul. Oh my god.
Okay, Duckdom claiming he's the Ruler mid lane, but now he's taking a ton of damage, just dives to the Smolder. Ruler going to pick up that kill for free. Duckdom not respecting it. Here's Cuz though. It's Canyon trying to get that life back. Keen just trying to survive himself, but everything comes in as Duro gonna ult the tower to deny. But Ruler still in a lot of trouble, gets flashed on by Peter. Triple kill for Cub. Yeah, they don't know they're spotted. This collapse is coming in real quick. Here comes BDD. Duro's in a lot of trouble as he is gonna flash, but that is Jarvan. You're not getting away from him easily. Down goes the Bard. And here comes Canyon as well. Free food for the Yunara. A third kill for Duckdom. And that should, they say we got the stacks. If we're gonna fight, we gotta fight here. And they say we've got an Elder Dragon. We don't want to see another one. Ruler gonna get away from that. But what is this split up fight? We got an Aurora ult just splitting everyone up. Keen kiting everyone down. And Perfect's gonna go down here on the top side. And so will Keen. And Zombie Scion as well, gonna hit the deck. Already 4,000 damage done by Ruler, and KT showing a lot of respect to this to try to steal, but will they have the vision? Will they have the ability to do so?
Oh, the stun!
Comes in, the stun hits two! And the anti-engage does come out from the Bard, but they're so low already. Look at the damage from Ruler though. BDD getting chunked out as Ruler goes over the wall. Chovy is safe as well, but Duro will go down. 8k damage to the Smolder. But the biggest thing, Gen.G deny, they need to close the distance right now, as Cuz is right here, ready for the steal. And it looks like that is going to be the play. It's just going to come down to a flip. Who's going to pick it up? It goes to one! It goes to one! And now Ruler in a ton of trouble.
He's dead!
The Q from the end, he chases him down. And they get the Baron on top of the kill. And now Gen.G just desperate to get out. Can they get away from Duckdom? Looks like the answer's gonna be no. As Team
And Perfect was really struggling. And now, I mean, I don't think you can dive this.
All right, well, they're gonna try. Keen goes in, he's very confidently going to take this 1v3 underneath the turret as Cuz has to flash away. Keen, you can see that deadly flourish. And now we got the Realm Orb coming in. Chovy wants a bit more, and I think Duckdom is just dead here as nobody is here to help. And he doesn't have any sums.
If he just stays there, maybe they'll forget.
Maybe he really want to fight for the Drake.
They want to. I'm not sure it's the best decision, though.
Looks like even Perfect's backing for the TP. They get the engage here onto one. It looks like Chovy's in a bit of trouble. Has to flash away from this, but the Rue comes in, and they select the kill on a Chovy. And now they're looking for more. Canyon a little bit isolated, but he isn't down. But Perfect accesses the back line. Canyon super low himself, but the culling and the needles are pretty good. BDD does a ton of damage to Ruler at the backside of this fight. And now Duro is alone. Keen trying his best to get in there and get a kill. Gets the triple, but immediately gets chomped instead as Cuz takes him down. Gets another one on a Duro, and KT win the fight.
With farm.
Perfect. Certainly threatening this one, but the public execution is going to miss, and now he has to flash away. Will he even live? No, gets snipped in the butt, and that's going to be the end of him. Keen picks up the solo.
If I'm going to be real, here though, Perfect stepping up to Keen, ends up missing the public execution. Nice sidestep from Keen, and then able to get that last charge of...
And just barely living is not a good feeling as, oh, he just steps up again, trying to take the trade into Ruler, baits him in, the barrier is there, we got redemption now. That's Canyon. Oh, so close, trying to get in front, but misses.
Useful when you're pushing in.
Yeah. Looks like they will push in now, Cuz in position to get the smite. He was able to steal at 1 health, as now Peter extremely low, and Cuz getting pretty low himself. The redemption comes in, Cuz he wants it, but he's not gonna get it. The smite early, oh, the stun comes in from BDD, it's gigantic, and now Perfect's on that back line. Ruler doing a great job of kiting out though, and Keen trying to go 1v3, he's got Chovy with him now. And he's going in doing a ton of damage as the turret in the backline is doing work from the side of Duck Dom. Keen and Chovy do get pushed away, but Gen.G, they get a second. Also kind of highlights, you know, that Perfect is not exactly in the best spot. Peter goes in, nearly dies, but they get the root on a canyon here. Definitely a nice amount of chip damage, but Miasma already used. As we're setting up for this Infernal Drake in 5 seconds, trying to get position here in the Banana Brush. As another root's gonna come down. They're doing a good job of keeping Gen.G at bay, but Gen.G now set up on another objective. Getting this one pretty low. The snipes are coming in on a Duro though, as the last shot might just be shot into Canyon, but it's going to go the way of Canyon. He's super low, he goes down. Perfect keeping Keen at bay, and look at the rest of Gen.G, they're melting like butter on the right side with a hot knife going right through it on the side of KT. The last time around, Cuz in a weird spot here. He's gonna get slowed down by that. He's gonna have to go for the subjugate as a massive Realm Warp comes in straight onto BDD. He says, I'll take the fight, I can't go anywhere. As now Redemption's coming in, they're going to Axis right at the heart of Gen.G. Canyon is so low, and so is Duro. This is 4v4 for the moment, but now Ruler comes in, and it's going to be Gen.G's fight. They're gonna take down Perfect. That's a second kill to Gen.G.
And they opt into the fight.
But now we got a TP. That's coming in up top.
They should just kill the Braum, honestly, but it's going to be hard.
I don't know if they can. I mean, Subjugation does come out. McKeen flashing on in. A very awkward fight here, as it is going to be the kill on a Duck Dom, the kill on a Cuz.
Spooky.
I mean, they're in the bush. They got to be there, as Cuz, he's going to get stunned down, and he's dead. And that's exactly what we were talking about. BDD just pops like a balloon, and the damage is just way too much. Gen.G, they just wait perfectly as the perfect execution comes in from Perfect, actually, and it doesn't matter. 3 kills, or rather 4 kills, will go over to Gen.G, and they will look to end this game 38 minutes in.
An answer back from Gen.G. Definitely not clean game. Oh, okay. You're dead.
Yeah, Braum pretty good. He's getting some shots in. Okay, that's actually pretty close. Doesn't matter. This game needs to engage eventually, as we got a fight brewing here. Looks like they want to engage on a someone. Peter's going forward. They say, okay, we might just choose the Leona. Eventually, the damage is there. They go in on the Skarner, and the Galio's right on top as KT are down a member this entire fight and still take the fight. As Peter just a little bit too far forward. As, oh, it goes, oh! Saya! The Saya Feathers get the kill on the Rift Herald. As now going in is Perfect 1v5. He's got Duck Dom behind him with the Feathers. He's actually doing a ton of damage, but guys, you're down so many members. As maybe they get the kill on a Canyon. Yes, they will. 505 gold goes to the Zaya. But still a very messy kind of situation around the Rift Herald list, because he notices that the dragon is pulled out here. Going to be a little bit of a flip, it looks like, as the turn not really coming through. The wall is there, and it goes over to Cuz. Picks it up, denies the soul points, as Cuz absorbing a lot of the pressure, as now they go in with the Galio. Duck Dom has to go to the Feathers. He's so far up in this one, just has to flash away, can't do the damage, and now they just run at them with the On the Hunt. As Duck Dom steps back into the Galio, and that will be enough. The kill goes over to Ruler with the red buff, and Cuz is out of there as well. And this should be at least the Otacon to Gen.G.
It's a good smite from Cuz, but
a ton of damage. So Ruler's got to be careful. You've still got Duck Dom, who is a fountain laser. Little flank here from Chovy on the right side, but Duck Dom's got good positioning for now. But the front line is just being chewed apart here by Gen.G. They're going to take him down. Now the ult comes in on the BDD, and the follow-up is there as well. Nice damage here from Duck Dom, though. They go very deep for the kill on a BDD, and there's the taunt as the Feather Storm comes in. A massive flash to get him out with the Feathers. But it's still a win to Gen.G.
Ruler?
Yeah, Ruler's looking for it, and with no Feather Storm, you will be taken out.
I think if he ulted him, he's just out the fight completely.
Yeah, well, maybe they're going to use the Poppy. Oh, no, it's going to miss. And the Spell Shield was there, just in case. And it looks like we're just going to get a flip here as the engage goes in on the Keen. I think you got to look at that Drake, though. Don't want to give this up for free, Cuz is not going to get the smite, and Gen.G just get the Drake. and might just be able to get out. They're spending all this time killing Keen, and it looks like they will get him. Ruler and Duro considering it, but Gen.G, they're going to buy some time. They take the Drake away.
Yeah, so Drake for Gen.G is a big pickup. It's worth for that one trade. It's what can KT get after?
Oh, he doesn't miss. BDD is just on a tear right now. Dredgeline going to hit Canyon.
Yeah, KT can force him off and get this mid lane tower. So a big pickup here. Oh! The beach. We haven't had people completing or just getting as much gold as before. Oh.
All right.
Okay, it was just on the Keen, so...
Yeah, he can. Just, oh, the knock coming in the hook! And Duro just sits him down, says take a seat, although the damage is coming out from the Ziggs. And they're trying to push into this one. The Victor, though, is totally safe, and a ton of damage is coming out from Ruler at the same time. The poke, though, is going to get Duro down. Keen's perfect around. Oh! He's just walking over mines and getting hit by bombs. And that is not what you want to see if you're a Gen.G fan. Ruler, though, trying to frontline here. And is doing a ton of damage. Keen as well.
This was huge from Duro, but it ends up backfiring. He flashes to get the play, gets the Zoe, but petals are worth more the less you have.
Yeah.
So it would give...
Uh-oh.
They have to zigzag.
Ruler. Zigzag over the top. There's the Nocturne. That's the combo. They don't get the kill, though. Ruler going to live, and BDD says, I'll get the kill. Don't you worry. As he's going on in, they keep him around with the bubble. As everybody doesn't get to play the game, they're just running away, tail tucked. And there's nothing they can do. As now they've got an opportunity to go for that Otacon.
Their jungler is down, but Cuz is up a good amount sooner than Canyon is.
Looking for it again, BDD playing with fire. He's got that flash. As now the damage comes in. Chovy steps up and dies. Chovy, no. 0 and 4 on the Victor.
So the Sleepy Trouble bubble hits.
No flash, no flash.
After the ult, he almost gets one shot. He does just survive, but then this is there. The second bubble comes through.
Keep going.
Oh, and he finds it again.
Start it up and just hope for a flip. And if they get it, maybe they can win it. I mean, Gen.G, they're not out of it just yet. The poke is coming in. As now the paranoia, and the massive bomb onto 5! As the damage is there, Chovy is dead, but Ruler is still alive. The hook onto Perfect might just be enough as he goes into GA. Ruler's still alive, gonna take out the Nautilus. As BDD and Ducktom, they're kind of flying alone here. Perfect, pretty low.
Canyon's still up is the big thing. They need to get the dragon to reset because he's got a smite.
Ruler, he's just desperately asking for one auto.
Oh, Perfect found Canyon.
Perfect did find Canyon. As now where did the Blitz go? Where did the Corki go? They're both dead to the Zoe and the Ziggs.
BDD Zoe brings it out. Ult. He can just ult.
Yeah, he can just ult. Poke coming in, they're trying to burst it down. Is Canyon gonna land an ult, and now it just goes to Smite. As in goes Cuz, he takes the Elder, and that should be it. KT gonna be forcing a game 5 here against Gen.G tonight.
What an absolute masterclass on this pick. BDD dominating on the Zoe up against Chovy as well. They're moving in.
I mean, they're going to throw down Rift Herald, but there's too many sticks in this dragon, and it's just going to be smited by the Callista, essentially. The turn comes in. Ruler is getting pretty low. The follow-up with the Wukong is so much AoE damage. They get 2 kills, and the Thralls are going out, and the fight is hugely won by KT. They don't get the dragon, but they're going to pick up 4 kills in the play. Sure about the tempo vibes, we'd have to check in with Atlas, but like, KT proved to everyone that, hey, we can fight these guys. And now, once again, Ruler's just going to kind of face check, and Cuz is all over him once again. The bailout is there, and Ruler, nowhere for him to go. Canyon, super low himself. The kick is actually gigantic, but it's not enough. No follow-up there as Keen burning down Cuz. He gets incredibly low. He will be taken out, but the fight is still won by KT. Oh, bring as many autos into it for the Ren value as possible. TP's coming in. And now the Equalizer going to zone Cuz a little bit, but he's still in the pit. He's still got excellent value here. Excellent position on this one as in he goes, and Cuz will get the smite. Canyon immediately dies. And he's just not in this fight anymore. Keen's super low, doesn't have the Zonyas, and now the follow-up comes in from the rest of the team as they are just rolling over Gen.G. KT looking for the ace, and they will have it after the Drake.
There's that Wukong value, cuz
One, Duro waiting with the hostile takeover, just waiting for the right moment, and there it goes. They get the engage onto that front line. Down goes Canyon. They don't have a smite right now. And no, down goes Cuz as well. The Baron goes to Gen.G, but BDD is doing so much work in the zoning there. The Thralls get the kill on a Ruler, and Chovy just barely gets away. They hold onto the Baron, and Gen.G are still in this one with the Baron on.
doing a lot of damage.
Yeah, and here comes Chovy once again, ghosting on in. They want to take a fight. They know Cuz is not here. Peter in a lot of trouble, has to flash away, and that he will. He gets out. Duro takes a bunch of damage. Cuz by himself. Destiny comes in. They have vision, but they're not quite able to land the Q. And now Chovy maybe overextended. The kick is massive. BDD gonna land that stun onto Canyon. Peter super low, but he's still going in. They want to get Keen in the front line, but Cuz goes very deep, goes into his GA, and now is going to respawn. And KT, they're so low, but so is Gen.G. The flash on him for perfect. Oh. And he's very much alone. Needs to be careful if he lands another E. Oh, the ghouls, come on.
Wait, he can stall them out. A TP's coming in behind them.
Oh.
BDD's coming.
BDD. BDD, here he is. But the stun comes in and he goes in and dies. BDD dead. Oh, the stun. Oh, the damage rather. But they got the dragon.
They got the dragon. They got the dragon. Okay.
They got the soul. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I'm doing a lot of damage to it, but Canyon certainly will have an angle, right? The Q is coming on in, and he's not going to get it. The smite of Cuz is there once again. This guy rarely misses, and he's not going to miss in a game 5.
Just hit the smite. It's that simple. Just hit the smite. You just, you know what? And then here.
Let's just get Lysandre is what he says. And they do.
Yeah, the exhaust comes in, and they're like okay,
oh. Canyon trying to take the gate over, straight into BDD. They can just take him down as the stun comes in, and Canyon is down to his GA. Already, they don't have a jungler. As down he goes.
Dead.
He's just dead. The smite should just go the way of Cuz. They're taking a lot of damage. BDD has the AoE in the pit, and it goes in. Duck gets it, and KT will take the fight. Chovy is down, and KT will do it.
KT are going to Worlds! They take down Gen.G! Their first best-of-5 loss since the LCK Cup! The upset of the year, and they book their ticket!
I just can't believe it! How did they actually do it, KT? Do you believe in miracles? You're seeing one right here. KT take down Gen.G in 5 games.
On the dragon, TM with the flag, the drag available. Over the wall goes Breathe, and the dragon is just taken by Shun. Second now for JDG as they need to back away from the Between Worlds, and Weibo Gaming unable to pull the trigger really, and burn out. In comes the equalizer though, gets a good chunk onto Breathe. He's now potentially in danger, has to flash on out. Redemption coming on forwards. Actually potentially looking over the wall. Tien goes in with the flag and the dragon, but gets knocked up by the depth charge. Goes down for the Cataclysm fully armed. Xiaohu goes in with the hero's entrance, but he's only entering into a battlefield in his own demise. Over the wall goes Light with the killer instinct. Does get 2. Pull back with the shockwave, and his moment of glory.
It's really quite hard to use. Light gonna walk in towards mid lane. Has the E upgrade, but uses the barrier to try and clear the wave.
Oh my days, gets to the wave and actually leaves someone split up on the other side. Scout just about to find. He got a good shockwave, flashes out, stays alive. The hero's entrance comes on through, the knock-up in, but the equalizer tags Light. He's burning, not quite dead. Over comes Breathe, looking for a counter punch of his own, goes between worlds. The problem is that Xiaoxu is sending him everywhere else. The Cataclysm comes on through from TM, but there's no follow-up anymore. All of the cooldowns have been burned.
Light makes a huge mistake.
All about Mortius to deal with the very heavily magic damage team, actually. Even the Kai'Sa building mixed damage, right? And then FaZe gets the Valkyrie away. Red Shine on the wall goes wide, but Jorg getting a body block a lot of this. An attempt there from Breathe, who just doesn't hurt FaZe with all the magic resist and the redemption coming on through. Breathe nearly burning out the equalizer. Tien and Chris desperately low. Kai'Sa takes out a Nautilus. That's the best they can get. Flash into ignominy for Xiaohu, and 4 members fall. Breathe on the fountain with no tools left. It's a slow game, it's a grindy game, it's a boring game. All the same, it's a Jingdong game. They will be winning game 1.
Xiaoxu's rumble, so impressive in this first game. The equalizers have met the answer to the equation that they need.
Bit of an overstatement. moment. Scout with the passive stacked in the mid lane. Line bush is a ward right now for the side of Weibo, spotting out what's happening with the Dragon. Crisp is kind of looking to step on forwards, gets down the inner resolve. Light looking to try and nab that one. I won't quite find it. Tien goes in with the Crescent Guard, going to get sped around with the quickness, and then turning on the Light, who's left very low indeed, looking for the focus resolve onto Shun, won't quite find it. Xiaoshu goes all out, trying to find some value on the other side, but he's in a 1v5. That's a bit deep. Cassante flash on now. Breathe with the dominance rolling. There's feathers flying. That'll probably allow for a good pull here from Pace, who's still holding the flash and finds a wonderful angle for it. Crisp low, trying to back himself away with the Inspire. The kill off the Shinzo, who doesn't have the Crescent Guard anymore, breathing to slice and dice around. Gets a good heal with the culling of the Meek. But what about the rest of the health bars? Crisp got no mana. A grand entrance. Jewel will trade his life for it. Adolfo strikes on so many members. Brings down the Renekton. Health bar so low. Shun flashing for the force and finds it. Adolfo strikes again. Xiaohu trying to get some more dreaded balls and can't land them onto Pace. It's a 4 for 3 right now. Xiaohu ends up eating some footwork. And Xiaoshu confirms the ace.
Xiaoshu carries the fight for Gen.G. Gold deficit. They're going to maybe even take a blue buff on the other side, and Chris caught out. He isn't there to flash.
Oh boy, he burned his flash in the last play. Charm goes on the Tien, learns the win becomes lightning. Shun might now be in danger. Turns around with the season assist. Breathe looking for the flank angle. Would likely kill Shun here. Damage back though onto the likes of Tien, who's so desperately low, and Light with no summoners goes down. They trade jungler for 2. In goes Jewel. Can't quite find Tien. He almost got the blast going out to safety. Backstep on the seismic shove. Jewel will dance and stay safe.
The implication of this is, you know, is someone ready? Hang on a second, that's an ult towards topside, but he runs into both solo lanes. Not sure he expected that.
That's a bit scary. Scout's going to get healed by that redemption. Looking to go all out onto Breathe is Xiaoshu. Scout low, gets another stun. The true shot barrage from downtown secures the kill on Scout. Another 3-part Topo strike 3. Pays here with the Feather Storm. And the weather keeps being so inclement that it's Gen.G who murder 4.
Rage on demand. Baron spawning. Weibo trying to clear out some vision. It's going to be the territorial Baron, I believe that's what it's called. As Gen.G trying to force Weibo out of the river.
Of course, they do have all those different forms on Baron to force you to do different warding patterns and stuff. In comes the cease and desist, actually, Tien. Now in danger, has to Crescent Guard, but he's Crescent Guarding into, of course, the fact this Cassante's in the backline already. And Tien is dead. Flash away from Chris. They're going to get 2 kills, the top jungle down. And Weibo Gaming blink.
Will likely have to recall. Does he have a spell?
The item done for Paze, who has once again been very consistently dangerous. They'll find the quickness. Breeze needs the dominance and finds an Anthony being CC. Double shove is good. Draw dies, but it's only the Rakan. Is that really what you need? Dice away as Xiaoshu. Also left pretty low. Feather pull from J Paze is scary though. Shun gets the shield with the denting blows. They lose another. Blast shield not enough. Tien goes in too deep. Shun's got the cheer to work with, and despite all of the talk about Paze with the feathers, he's still unthreatened. You've gotten kills on the front line, but not on the bird, who is speaking words of Paze. Quadra kill, I believe, for Paze.
Paze getting all 4. It won't be the Penta, but Paze. Zip Bardot used to check. Make Shun go invulnerable. Oh, but Brando. No. Romo use not so much avail. I don't know if this Atacom's going down quite quickly enough. Perhaps it is. Tien could potentially shadow in for a smite. It's going to 3k, 2k coming down, and the smite goes the way of the Kindred. Here comes the Swain, and things get messy. Lucian is dead already. Says a numbers advantage, but the Swain in the Kindred ult is causing issues. Xiaoshu trying to chase forwards. The Jin is alive. How much can Scout do? He is trying to keep himself alive. The Rylai's burning. The Swain is just so hard to deal with, so hard to escape. Scout flashing forwards, and that is the danger of the Lissandra into this matchup. You can't always close them down. Scout counterpicking and with use the Kindred ultimate to do nasty things. Scout, much better series than the last ones he's had in playoffs. He's had some... Hang on a second. Brown Besso. I don't know if they know. Everyone else is coming up there. They're going onto the Swain. Now Shun is in range. Disengage coming through from Weibo. Tien, does he have to hop to his shadow? The E coming force. Jesus, damage coming from Shun. Did not that damage coming back from Light, though. Weibo, do they think they can get something better after this point? There's a catch onto Scout in the front line. He doesn't have ult now. And Shun is out of the picture. Where is the Kindred ultimate? Shun dies! Shun dies! Shun has flashed and ulted. Big mistake. Paze having to carry the fight. Can he get it? No. Weibo threading the needle and punishing Shun's massive misplay. Does not flash. Hops forward and dies instead. Oh, Shun. What a mistake to make on your iconic champion. I don't think Bardot will buy some time, though. What is going to be the plan? Breathe over the wall. Does it go down to low HP? Where is the smite? Where is it coming in? Zed steals it! Zed steals it! The smite lands true from Tiana. There's a mess afterwards. The fight going the way of JDG, though. 2 dead from JDG, but their damage is alive. 2 alive from Weibo. Can they escape? Lights. Can he get all the way? Shun trying to hop.
5. KC will start it. Nako now TPing to the bot side as KC already have the Dragon down to 4,000 HP. As you say, Jack, it is just too late. The Drake secured. Vitality will look for the fight. Targum is immediately jumping onto Nako. He tries to flash the wall, but he can't escape. Equalizer down. Won't do much. Kana keeping the rest of Vitality at bay. Exhausted, rooted, chained, everything, but they just don't have the damage to work their way through here. Double onslaught for the follow-up. Good black shield there, but the follow-up onto Fleshy with a seismic shot. He hooks back in! Immediately into his death. Linces has to flash away. Eventually a trade between those two neutrals, or we might see one team just taking 2 after winning the fight. Perhaps slightly more likely as Kana steps up into the face of Kazi. Shayak looking for the flank position here. Hook between the uprights there from Flesh, and I think maybe he's a little bit glad that that one didn't connect.
I do like the idea from Vitality though, just fish for a binding or a hook or something that can follow up, but here we go.
Corruption, Death Charge coming out as well. There's the equalizer on top of it. Redemption healing up. Yike, Keeper's Verdict will knock back one. Fleshy surviving through it. The Crit Plume's going to heal him up alongside that Redemption. Kana's still on that front line, but he's going to be hooked up. Grand Starfall in by Linces. He was knocked away with the Keeper's Verdict. Yike having to flash out. Kana locked up. He doesn't get the chance to move away. Kalis flash forward and was met with the anchor of the Nautilus. He still gets the kill. Linces dives in. Vladdy goes golden, but he's only getting silver this game. Vitality find the fight. Yike, look.
After Kana used his ultimate and just walked on out. Like, it's so difficult if Vitality are playing these fights correctly. And honestly, I didn't think they had it in them, but Vitality are making it work.
No, equalizer down. Chain of Corruption was Kana as well. There's Redemption, but he's already dead before it finds the floor. Kana down into that zombie.
Crucially there, Vladdy as well got completely chunked out. So it's nearly a 3v5.
The turn onto Yike. They'll get him rooted up, and they stun him in the middle of the Keeper's Verdict. He's going to go down. That's the jungle is dead now. But Carmine caught Vitality, living up to their name, giving their fans a breath of hope early on in this series as they will get the Baron Kate at their disposal to lock someone down. Nako flashes away a great black shield onto him, avoiding the stun. He escapes and Yike falls. Kana chasing forward. Decimating Smash not going to do too much. Targamas and Kalis eat an arrow through their backs though, and they're both down to half HP. The inhibitor will fall. Now Nako with the equalizer, not the best positioning as all of KC are able to retreat to the fountain. Targamas sprinting out, trying to stop his Nexus towers from falling. Chain of Corruption going between the uprights there, as Targamas and Kalis were able to dodge it. Lince is falling low. The Aegis Assault not enough to keep him alive. Kalis begins to open up. He's transcended, and he looks for Nako and the Mercurial Scimitar enough to cleanse away the CC. Kazi's going to die to Vladdy. Nako's going to go down to Kalist. Only Fleshy and Shayak left alive. The binding dodged by Targamas. Vitality need to extricate themselves from this situation. Otherwise, KC might just march down mid.
But Shayak finds the binding.
Oh, a great hook into binding. Fleshy, though, now looking for more soul shackles coming out. Gonna land the stun. Shayak kills him. Shayak gets the root. That's being smacked down. There's the black shield to avoid the knockout. Vladdy comes in, though, and in the end, Kana will secure the from it. Targamas bounds. Chain of Corruption with the follow-up. He's going to use the Redemption on himself, but he's already chunked down to about half HP. Another Dark Binding just wide of Kana. Weaver's Wall going to split the team up here, as now Nako is not with them. A good Keeper's Verdict. Shayak uses that stopwatch. They're going to get the CC chain onto Kana, but there's no follow-up damage from Kazi. A good hook onto Yike, though, means that it's going to be jungler for jungler exchange. Targamas diving onto that Nako. The rest of Vitality diving in. Lince's first one. Kalis, oh my God, alive! He's put on a spit and roasted. Nako finding the vital kill, as now they die for Vladdy. And I don't think this Talia has a...
And he's going to be doing so much damage on the passive procs. It's going to be dangerous for KC.
Yike going in here. Redemption used the shockwave follow-up. They were on a wall the whole time. Linces goes in with the cease and desist. Void Seeker from Kazi trying to find his mark, but a good Tempered Fate will lock Shayak and Kazi up. Kalis can't quite get the damage down onto Kazi. Shayak flashing out. Public Execution dives in onto the Kaiser, who killer instincts across the wall, but Kana is having none of it. Chases him down. It's a double for the Ambessa.
Linces tried to go in to turn it around, but KC find it regardless. Now Nako running for the hills. Should just be able to escape, but the rest of Vitality are crumbling around him.
I think I need to stop speaking because I just cursed Vitality. Like, now it's going to be Atakan for KC. and they're firmly the ones in control of this game again.
Play their draft this game. A huge lead for Vladdy and for Yike in that jungle mid. 1.2k ahead each. In fact, the only red gold lead is for Kazi as they look for Yike. Fleshy going in with the Magna Storm. There's the follow-up with the Hero's Entrance as well. Yike's going to get knocked up, but a great Temper Fate hits onto 4. Is it enough? Another Cyclone, cease and desist. They're locking down Yike, and he will fall. The shutdown goes over to Lincers. Kazi, though, now a little bit isolated from his team, goes in with a Killer Instinct, has to dodge away from the Cosmic Binding, and manages to do so. Slowed up, though, with an auto attack out of Targamas. Mishin. Fleshy looking for that position up towards the top side. Has Hex Flash, no Magnet Storm. Kana stepping in there. It's Kalist. Torn. They dive onto Kalist, who has to flash away and use the cleanse. Next up is Kana. The shockwave doesn't hit anyone. Kana goes in with the public execution, but only hits onto Nagnako, and Kana falls for it. Shyek survives. There's Honeypomb for him as well. He wants to pick that up and continue in the fight. Has no TP. Vitality turn their eyes back towards the Baron. 7 seconds on Yike. He won't be up for this as Nagnako tries to keep Vladdy away. No shockwave. The movement speed from the command dissonance enough to get him out of the chains. Nagnako takes the honey boot. Lincers down low. Vladdy stepping in. Low mana on him. Vitality continue on the Baron. They'll secure it. Tempered Fate just going to stop you. A good Tempered Fate is going to stop you in your tracks. At least in game 1, they had to wait to hit their CC, but KC are not waiting. Hero's Entrance going down. Nagnako's already fallen. The Magna Storm will find a bunch, but the Temper Fate stops Kazi from interacting in the fight. Beautiful from Carmine Corp.
There was no carry.
Some Vladdy looking for him. Cosmic Binding doesn't connect. The ball goes down, but Vladdy's not going to use the shockwave on only Nagnako with no real follow-up from the rest of his team. Kana still pushing through top while all of this happens. Fleshy looking for the Shadowing Strike. He's stunned up. Hero's Entrance coming out, but Fleshy's already dead. Shyek is met with a Cyclone as soon as he lands, and Kana's going to try and cut him off. Shyek flashes. The Justice Punch across the wall and gets onto Kazi again. He has to flash the wall as well. The Killer Instinct shield enough to keep him alive for now, but KC are on the warpath, and they'll find all the blood they want.
They're finding them everywhere. Vitality is trying to sniff out any sort of play they can, but Carmine Corp will not let them anywhere near this win.
And that's going to be at least the mid tower for Kalist. And it really feels like Vitality have lost all the momentum in this game going up against this Ocean Soul. They just don't have the tools that they need to actually win a fight.
It's easy.
I don't think they actually, well, they clearly don't.
No flash now.
Yeah, Kazi doesn't really have an escape tool. Dodges away with just the movement, but the concussive blows will be enough to lock him up. Spell shield away from Mystic Shock isn't enough. Lince is diving forward, trying to kill Targamas. Targamas hasn't procced the concussive blows. There it goes. Lince is dead as well. A great dive from KC. 3 cores after pushing in that top side. The Drake already about to spawn. Lince is almost dead to the Arcane Storm. Fleshy will shield him up. Targamas on the front line. The Drake is being hit by the rest of KC. Targamas flashing away. Shyek trying to open up. He'll find one. Realm Warp forward. Yike gets almost kills Lincers with the death mark away. Lincers dashes back in, gets the cannons out. Shyek up towards the top side, find another. 3 members of KC are left alive, and Vitality are shepherding them into death. Kana the next target. Kalist trying to do what he can. Kazi falling lower. Yike can't get in. Kalist finds 2 though. Dashing forward with the arcane shift, and KC have turned the fight back in their favor. Kazi trying to spell shield. It's 3 for Kalist. He lands another Mystic Shot onto Fleshy, who has to flash it.
I feel in general, I feel like a bit of a fool thinking that this would be close with how
Yike flashing for a Glacial Bishop for the follow-up. They know that Shyek's the main target. Can't get back into the realm. Stunned with the concussive blows. The Arcane Storm and Kalist will kill him off. Great engage from KC. Pulls the trigger immediately. And now Baron is theirs if they so desire, and they definitely desire. Yike looking for more, gets onto Kazi, who doesn't have flash and just walks straight into KC again. He's dead. Kalist is dominating, and Vitality are left reeling.
I don't think we're getting to the 500 CS. I'm not going to lie. I think KC want to be done with this game. Great engages from Yike again and again. Baron in their sights. Denial of entry by Vladdy. And this game is KC written all over it.
And a fantastic performance by Yike, as you said, Rob. Really showing why Jarvan is so high value into these immobile carries. Every time Shyek, Karsi doesn't have flash, even Fleshy, he's punishing them. As now Nako stayed to get this mid tower.
He's going to die because there's a TP behind him from Kana as well, who is being chased out by Linsus. Maybe Kana can't get in range because
No,
of the
there's another
slow.
TP. There's another TP.
There is another TP. Okay, yeah, he's probably going to die here. Yorick, they call him the Undertaker for a reason, but I think it is his eulogy that will be being sung.
As the rest of KC barrel down mid.
And KC looking for mid push. Now they're going to start to collapse. Kana still half HP. It does have the all out. Can try and separate Linsus from the fight. The death sentence dodged. Yike dumping in. Crescent guard out. Linsus lands the smite. Audicon goes over to Vitality. Linsus needs to get the hell out of there. They're all retreating. The curtain's open though. Bubble onto Kalist, but it gets cleansed off immediately. The curtain's not enough. The root lands in. But a cleanse stolen away by Shayak. Now Kana is on top of the Zoe. He slept. KC turn off towards Fleshy, the first target all on his lonesome. Cleanse from Kazi. Moonlight Vigil coming out as well. The Graviton, he can get the root. Yike's going to go for the chase, but flashes and misses. The wind becomes lightning, still dashes forward with an audacious charge. Kazi trying to run for the hills. The fourth shot movement speed won't be enough to save him. He trades though for the enemy jungler, and that's Baron off the menu. The shot down for Kazi. Linsus trying to run, trying to escape. A good shot blast from Nako. Death sentence wide. KC still on the advance. Linsus trying to get away, trying to use his top laner as some sort of support, and he might even escape. Kana still chasing the blast go, and Tofo's enough. The flash from Kana into some darkness. They have a couple of wards just outside of the pit. Vladdy going to chunk out Linsus a little bit, who's trying to get in here. The hook doesn't connect. Linsus flashes into the pit, and immediately KC turn, but Linsus burns down the Baron. The hook lands. Fleshy with a cleanse away. Kazi running for the hills. They just need to get these Barons out alive. Kazi and Shayak will survive with them for now. Yike still chasing forward. In the game, these sorts of fights paid off for them.
But they had the tools, they had the major cooldowns, but now
Linsus hooked immediately. He's going to be devoured by Fletchers. They try and get him out. Knocked back by the Intofo's perfectly timed by Kana. And there's two more to add into that death note. Make it a third as Kazi falls. Shayak left standing, but for how much longer? Pops the exhaust onto Vladdy, uses the cleanse, takes the blast cone, dashes away. Vitality are looking for the mid lane tower at least. They land asleep onto Targamas, but the weirding enough to take out Shayak. Nako now running, but with 30 spot at Worlds. KC will take the Baron. Vitality, I mean, are they even going to be able to step in here before it's gone?
They're trying.
But Kana on the front line between worlds. The sleep on Vladdy. Almost enough to take him out, but he dodges away. Kalist kills off Kazi. Vladdy almost fell for it, but Vitality get the Baron. Sorry, KC get the Baron. Vitality get nothing. And now KC will march down with a man advances. Shayak being chased away by Kana. I don't think he's going to be able to get back in time. Does have the TP, but Kana continues to hound him and harass him in that blue side jungle. Yep, Shayak is down. It's 3v5 the defense for Vitality, but they just don't have the wave clear. KC, they took game one personally. They'll be going to Madrid. We'll see who they face on Monday. Vitality, their season ends here. KC continue to build the blue wall.